Hey everyone! Today I'm going to show you how I achieved this dramatic look using loose glitter from Wet n Wild and Urban Decay's electric palette. But before I get into all of that, first I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel, who viewed my first makeup tutorial, who's viewing this right now, liked and commented. I really appreciate everything. I'm really grateful for your support, and you're all awesome. Anyways, this video will be the first in a series of themed tutorials incorporating loose glitter. So let's get started, shall we? So I've already done my face and my brows. I used Tarte's brow pencil. I love it. It's a little more natural, I feel. So let's start out by priming the eyes. I use Urban Decay's primer potion. I just put it on with my finger and I blend. Nothing tricky there. Then I'm going to go into Urban Decay's Smoked palette using Freestyle. Any flesh tone that is close to your complexion will work. I just use this as a base color. Then I'll go into Urban Decay's Electric palette, starting off with Thrash. It's a very liney yellow-green color. It's very bright. I love it. So we're going to start off by patting the color on the lid. And when you build color, just grab more pigment and pat. So it's like building color that way, using that technique of patting. So yep, just pat on, and you build it up to whatever intensity you are looking for. So I'm going to use this duo brush from Urban Decay. I'm going to wet the small side and go into Gonzo, which is this very bright tropical blue. And I'm going to start as if I'm about to do my wing. I'm going to go in with my V and then extend it outwards to create my wing. Short feathered strokes is the key to doing this. If you want, you could probably lay some tape on under your eye if you just have a hard time creating something straight, you know what I mean? So just feather it out into your crease and into your lash line to tight line it a little more. I wet the eyeshadows because it just packs it on a little more bolder. Then we're going to take the other side of the brush and with dry product with Gonzo, I'm going to use that to soften and pack on a little more blue. So I'm going to soften out the edges and blend it out so it doesn't look like it's a watercolor portrait, if that makes sense at all. Dragging out the color into my lower lashes, my under eye, whatever area you call it. My vocabulary has escaped me. Sorry. So we're gonna just take Thrash with a wet brush and use it like a transition color almost between blue and Thrash. So you're just going to kind of towards the middle part of your lid and towards the corner, and then fluff it out and blend it out into Gonzo and your crease. Just like that, blend, blend. Then using Thrash again, dry this time, pat it on towards your inner corner, brighten it up a little more, and blend it out so that it just transitions into Gonzo the way you'd like. So I'm going to take the bigger part of the brush again and pat Thrash on into your inner corner and then smudge it out into your lower lash line. Just like that. So you're just kind of completing the look a little more. I'm going to take Stila's waterproof eyeliner in Cobalt and line your waterline and your lashes. I'm going to go back in with Thrash as well and just sort of smudge it into Cobalt a little more, if that makes sense. Just like that. I'm going to take Amazing Concealer from Amazing Cosmetics this concealer is amazing. Like, literally, they chose the perfect name for it. It has a very thicker consistency, which makes it easier for coverage and blending, I feel. Like for fuller coverage, it's great if you are having if you have acne scarring or anything on the face like that, it really covers it up. So I'm going to take an angled brush, as you see, and I'm just carving and cleaning out the edges. So it really creates that almond shape that I'm going for. Sorry that I go out of frame. The tripod's it's not a desk tripod, you know, so it's a little too tall, so I go out of frame sometimes. So just with short feathered strokes, kind of clean up the wing, just like that. Here. And then drag out the product and blend. I'm going to take Milani eyeshadow. This is a really white, frosty color. I use it as a cheap alternative for a highlighter on my cheeks, my nose, my cupid's bow. And I do it for my inner corner and my brow bone as a brow highlight. I'm going to take Urban Decay's Bondage Adhesive Glue. This is for your glitter. So you're going to basically sweep on a top coat of this on your eye. And before it dries, you're going to pat on the loose glitter from Urban Decay. Don't be afraid that you get some color on your brush. Just wipe it off when you're done. So yeah, going into that loose glitter, like I said. I'm going to take a flattish brush and just pat it on. You can basically control the intensity of the glitter by just patting on more as you go. I was trying to go for a really dramatic look, so I patted on more and more, just like that. And then when you're done, you know, take a fluffy brush and just sweep away any excess glitter that fell out. You might even be able to take a little thing of tape and clean it up that way. So then we're done with the eyes part. Not exactly, we have to do our lashes. I'm going to choose from these two lashes I got from Ulta on clearance. I just decided to grab them up really quick. Saw them, took advantage. I'm going to use the Twilight one. I'm not going to show you guys how I put it on because I suck at it, but you can watch other tutorials. Maybe I'll make one later when I'm more confident. But I'm going to just take my mascara and just blend my natural lashes into my falsies, and then tightline my lower lash line, or whatever you call it. Yeah. And then zhuzh it on, and we're done with the eyes. Like, for real done with the eyes. If this is all you're looking for, we're done. You can stop right here if you'd like. But I'm going to do my lips next. So I'm going to be using a matte lip color, so it's really important to exfoliate and moisturize. I do this at the same time with a lip sugar scrub that my best friend makes. I'm going to link you guys to her store, Envy, where she sells her little homemade products. I'm going to take Stila's Stay All Day liquid lipstick in Tessero. I love this liquid lipstick. It is like heavenly. I used to have the darker deep red. It was like classic true red, and I lost it in my heart. Still cries a little on the inside. Yeah. Anyways, this liquid lipstick is so pigmented. A little goes a long way. You imprint and, like, watch, you see, I'll do that, and it just goes on. It's so creamy and velvety. Like, be careful. So just carving out my lip shape, basically. I do a little bit. I overdraw just a teensy bit, not like a lot. You don't need any lip liner for this because it is essentially a matte lip stain. Like, it's a liquid lipstick that dries matte and it stays all day. It's not going to feather out or anything. You might need to touch up once or twice a day, depending on if you talk a lot or if you eat a lot, especially if you eat something greasy. So this basically concludes my tutorial. I mean, this is all that's left. So if you liked my tutorial, just like this video and subscribe to my channel and comment. And if you have any requests, just let me know. And thanks for watching. Bye!